Park right now. Here's the freeway for traveling. Nothing good to look at right now out there, but man, bombshell. Everything about Michael Jackson's been a bombshell, right? Mostly since his death. The first night he died, I was in a mental hospital, right? I was falsely detained. I had been beat up and raped by the government, tortured and interrogated, and they had their psychiatrist cronies controlling me at the time. And I walked out, and there is, some 6 o'clock news show where it's like the national one on like NBC or ABC or or something, and I'm like, holy shit, they had 2 deaths that night. One was like, I can't remember, but it was a woman. And I was like, who gives a fucking shit about her, and yeah, she was a celebrity. Everyone, like Farrah Fawcett or some shit, I don't remember. And then Michael Jackson came, I was like, holy fucking shit, just instantaneously. Not because I thought Michael was big. It was just, I guess all the years of growing up and being programmed, shit with Michael, all the child rape crap, it had been covered up. I think we all know it was covered up now because the police reports and information just got released in a records request. And Michael had lots of child porn. That made me really concerned. One, I'm okay with some child porn. I don't even think child porn is a crime per se, right? In my opinion, it's just Catholic Church, religious nutcases pushing their ideals down everyone's throats, and the oppressive government. Yeah, I believe child torture is bad and whatnot. Child torture, though, you gotta advance the torture. Not just a kid out doing whatever he wants to do. There's a lot of these kids they're doing whatever they want to do. But the child porn. Okay, I had a question on if some of that stuff that they found in his house was art, or if it was, actual child pornography, and then if, why wasn't he charged with that? Because the general public, because I'm all about fairness, I'm unbiased, okay? I will look at the other people in the public who get instantaneously charged and put in jail and prison for that type of shit. If they have a bunch of fucking art around their house, but it's mixed in with other types of, he had sadomasochistic shit, other garbage, it might be that that was porn, okay, not art, because of all of what was mixed in with it. So he should have been charged with child pornography. But anyway, back in the day, when this was on television, they hid all this shit, okay? You were left with the impression that they didn't have a strong enough case. You didn't know they had found a bunch of pornography at the Neverland Ranch, child porn too, and nude pics of kids and shit like that. And I don't think you even knew for sure that they had one person who had an 100% accurate description of his buttocks, his genitals, and all that shit, including like marks on his body. So that would indicate he saw Michael Jackson nude and everything. Okay, they covered that shit up and protected him, in my opinion. And they did this because of his money and his wealth and his lawyers, and they gave him preferential fucking treatment. He was acquitted on all of the charges, and my belief is that's impossible unless the government just let him off and then do a good job and didn't want to prosecute him. Because Michael Jackson, that evidence is pretty fucking strong that he was guilty of at least something or could have been. Like, if you look at the other people they prosecute out in the world, they easily will go after a single person who downloads a little bit of child porn on his computer, or a female, or a teacher who sleeps with a kid, or whatever, and they will hammer the poor person, but apparently they'll let the rich Illuminati off. And there's a lot of reason for this. Michael Jackson's money might have been more important to them. They're thinking, if we leave him out there, keep doing this shit, we'll just let them do this under the rug. They'll manage themselves, right? They'll keep an eye on Michael or give him help in a way or something. But also, they're like, people keep making money off of him. A lot of money off his records, his business, his taxes, his whatever, his performances and shit like that. So they actually make decisions to let people off like that. If you're a government agent, they do that for their own agents. So if you have a staff member who's like a state employee, works in one of their prisons, rapes a bunch of people, does escape plots, drug smuggling, they'll try to hush that up and cover it up. And that's the same stuff they would try to do with Michael. He's like in the insider, he's an Illuminati. He's making the government, and he's done things for the government. He's done a lot of public, what they call, public service. He's one of their, he's up there with the fucking the most rich people out there. So they would give him these special deals, and they hid all this shit because when I was watching TV back in the day, 2003, 2004, I'm on the internet and I'm reading stuff, they didn't release any of the details that would make Michael look sick, besides the fact that he had been charged and there was an accusation, and the kid rescinds his accusation and gets paid money and is acquitted and everything in the end. Well, I would have thought that he had actually been not guilty and they didn't have enough evidence. Well, it wasn't until just this year, 2016, that the fucking police report came out with all this stuff about what they actually had found and what they had. And most likely it was all real. It would have been enough to convict any normal person. The child porn, the different other types of the grooming of the kids, it likely happened. He admitted to taking kids in the bed with him, and then the next thing is the kid knows what his general buttocks and all that look like. And yeah, that could be something that could be seen numerous other ways. Like technically, you take a step back. In a private residence, you could see a certain level of nakedness on each person. Okay, I saw Michael make it in the shower, but whatever, whatever. That, it's totally just bizarre, So there's probably something he was guilty of that he didn't get in trouble for. But what is terrible is the public didn't even get all the information till the day. The fact that he had so much, he was in the child pornography and nude images is pretty damaging in my opinion. That one right there, that makes him look pretty that would have changed my opinion because I just thought he was innocent, wasn't into that type of shit at all, and he liked helping kids and shit like that. That was the story I went ahead and settled with, because I was like, their story must not be, their evidence must be fucking weak sauce on this guy, given that what they were displaying as the evidence. I'm unbiasedly reviewing it to see if it's concrete enough to, convict him and say he was guilty back then, right? Well, anyway, I'm traveling right now. I just thought I'd cover that current event because I've been reading about it. I don't care about it, but it is explosive. Now my mind was like, damn, man. We all wish we would have had access to that information as the public probably when we were hearing about the stupid stories. Because I would have been like, yeah, damn, that kind of sways me. That changed my opinion quite a bit. I mean, if you're going to run a bunch of fucking shit on TV and run trials and stuff and get the public involved, they should be informed a little more on everything. We're forced to digest stuff, but we're being told false information if we're not getting the full story. And that's the way they do it on most things. We're not given the full access to this So I was talking though about how we could have avoided like the possibility of Michael Jackson getting off without doing his time in prison like he should or something, or at least being found guilty. I don't care if he does prison or not, but if he was guilty of stuff, the record should accurately reflect that he was guilty or innocent, and it doesn't really probably do that. That's what I'm thinking. And it's that way for a lot of things in this country. There's people who are found guilty who are actually innocent. The record doesn't reflect that. Our judicial system is a fraud pretty much. It's not fair, it's not accurate, it's not factual. It will cover up the facts. You can have a true accusation that's never vindicated or investigated. Like, when they charge people criminally, they usually have no investigation by the defense before the person is forced to plead guilty in a plea bargain in 95% of cases. So many people are innocent but forced to plead guilty, and their public defenders are doing this. They're forcing it down people's throats. The courts are backing it up. And this has been in the New York Times. There's been various ACLU mentioned it. There's a lack of due process in America. Your right to attorney doesn't mean shit today. As a poor person, only guys like Michael and fucking Bill Cosby can pay their way out of shit. Maybe O.J. Simpson and shit like that. But how can we avoid this? All the classified CIA, NSA brain scan technology could have been used in court in every one of these cases. It's been around. We've been working on this technology since the 1940s. We have patents that go back to the 1970s to remotely read notes of the brain, which is like an MRI, maps out the electrical activity of the brain. And then in a computer, and the way this works is your brain's basically like a holographic memory interface. And it's at a quantum level. You have different material capable of storing different states of matter and energy that can be read in different states, which equates, at least in like mathematical terms, like in a quantum computer, different bits and different states, and so you could store different information. The brain has all been figured out, and it's a holographic system where it's a 3D system, right? And it's all figured out. Government's got it classified. It's used for surveillance because they'll scan a person's brain with like satellites and shit. It's used for spy games and law enforcement, military games. It's not used for law enforcement purposes except under the table, secret, warrantlessly. But if we were to bring this technology into the courtroom, now an fMRI machine has the basic scanning components already. What you need to add on to that is the software that can decode the memory states of the brain as it reads it out, the functional states of the brain as it's monitoring the brain as its functional states. That's where you can actually get together everything that's inside of the brain, what the person is thinking, feeling, everything from their past consciousness that goes into the current state, plus long-term storage. It could be read out and digitized into files, video, audio, new types of data formats like stuff on emotions, and there's a lot of new data formats that would have to be invented to like the military has, but there's new memory formats that would store everything from the brain. You could you could actually probably read a person's brain, and you would need something like a video game map creator that would like reconstruct a room on a moment by moment basis with memories and emotions and different things you could pull out with who was in the room, what was said, what happened. So you could use this on Michael Jackson. He's dead now. Well, you could use it on the kids to see if this stuff was real, what really happened. And this would be, the kids couldn't fabricate it. Michael Jackson couldn't fabricate it. It wasn't just a pseudo story that the lawyers and the prosecutors were making up, because that's what most court cases are, pseudo stories. They build their story and then it's a parallel construction usually. It hides most of the facts and the details, and all they want to try to do is get a conviction or not. Sometimes they'll prosecute someone like a cop, trying to let him off secretly by putting together a fake bullock story that's not really aggressive as it could be. It has some flaws where they expect the jury's gonna not guilty, or a judge going not guilty, right? They let each other off. It's a corrupt system. So this technology, it'll reconstruct it from the kids' brains, what they were doing when they were a kid, and what they'll go back into the room, place them in the room if they were really there with Michael, what was happening with Michael, and it'll be like a virtual world inside the computer you could go and examine. This technology takes scans of a 3D fashion of your memory, and then also of your environment. So, like if they were to scan your house inside their computer, you could navigate it just like a video game when you're in spectator mode. You know, you're going in and out of the rooms and the walls, and you're looking at different structures and watching what's happening, listening to what's happening. That's the way this will look if you were to bring this software to the courtroom. It's that sophisticated, and you can't make it up, because people can make up statements, and you never know if they're doing that. If a kid is lying about or if they don't remember everything correctly or something, right? Well, the computer can't be fooled. It will only reconstruct what's actually in their mind the way it was. It'll separate the fact what you're thinking is not the same as what happened, right? So those are different parts of your memory. So if you're thinking something, you're like, yeah, I saw, that's not going to affect the scan that's done and the data they pull out. You can't fool it. They've already mapped out the brain to 100% level to there's nothing you can hide. There's nothing they haven't figured out. Where certain memory is stored. Your working memory is different, obviously, from your long-term memory. And because it's different, you can easily distinguish between something someone's trying to make the computer think it's something that was actually there in their past and what was there, okay? So, yeah. So, the brain is like a tape recorder, except it's recording everything that the person senses, thinks, feels, and all that. It's putting it in long-term memory. It's the ultimate surveillance device, really. So this technology could be used in the Michael Jackson case today. We could either vindicate Michael, or we could prove he was totally guilty, and the pornography and the other stuff was just coincidental. He was just artistic and shit. Whatever, we'll prove all the facts. This technology should be used in every case to replace juries and judges' discretion, because it's a corrupt world, man. Judges will sometimes know they're letting a cop off who was guilty, or a person off who was guilty. There's no way to stop that from happening, because it's the black world. The black world runs our government. If you go back in time, you could tell that that's what was running it, because you have this. Remember back in the days when the Soviets were around, and there's spy games between different countries, and everyone's worried about spies and different shit. And what they started to do a long time ago was make the public record always a fake message for the public record, never the truth. And it works on keeping secrets from other countries, but it also works to keep secrets from their own people. So they just adopted that as a standard way of operating. Everything's secret. And you can look at the way the courts are set up. They obviously have it set up so that decisions the court makes, warrants the court makes, it's all secret. You don't know that they file warrants. You don't know that they're using top secret space capabilities to spy on people. You don't know that they fully mapped out the brain. You don't know they have a bunch of neural weapons. You don't know they got secret programs. They're manufacturing large quantities of different types of weapons, from chemicals to radiation to implants to other weird stuff. This part of their security defense is lying. Whenever the public makes a claim that the government did something wrong, they have a defensive mechanism to lie and deny that they did that. And sometimes it doesn't come out for like 60 years that they were really doing it the whole time. And the government benefits from being able to commit crimes and do things that are very damaging to other people. And judges don't care. There's never been any long trial. Most cases are dismissed because the judge doesn't want to let you bring a claim against the government for this. They took part. These people aren't stupid. There's a lot of money being made. There's a lot of people involved in every city and state.